I'm Paula Boland, and you are with Paula B Coaching, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Hi, we're back at the Paula B Coaching podcast where we talk about all things real estate, and I know we've done a lot of the episodes outside of houses or inside of houses. Well, the reason we do that is because that's what we do, right? We get these houses, and instead of waiting for the market to be right, we create the opportunity. Okay, so I'm at a house today that I've got my project manager with me, and she's backing away. I don't know if she's going to come in with me, but we'll walk through the house. We're walking through another house, but I have not been to this house before. I have bought this house. It is mine, but it is when we're renovating it to put it back out on the market. It'll probably be done in about 2 to 3 weeks. And but the eyes behind the plan is my operations manager, and this is Beverly Butts. So if you all come into my world, which I expect you to, because you're going to make an ton of money, and you're going to have a lot of fun, a lot of creativity. We're out here today. I don't know if you've seen the front, if we've done a scan yet, or if you've seen it yet, but you know, we're landscaping, we're creating an environment that people want to move into. It will be absolutely stunning here. And what we're planning to do is, we will accomplish, is that we will have this place be where somebody walks in and they'll remember it, right? But what you're going to see today in this episode, and you'll have to come back for the next episode, is where we are now in the middle of demo, in the middle of getting ready to put it back together, and then the next episode we'll do, the house will be done. So you'll have to tune back in. And I want to introduce you to Beverly. So Beverly was behind the wheels behind getting this house and many of the houses that I have. And she also works in my world. So if you come, like I was saying, if you come into my world, you will spend a lot of time with this beautiful woman. I think she left her cape at home. I really think she is a superhero. So let's type in right now, superhero Beverly. And so she handles, coordinating all the things, right? And we work in several states. We work, my organization, my team, and my clients live all over literally the world. And so she's coordinating all that. She's looking at where do we have gaps, where do we need to bring somebody in, where are we putting together the designer plan. I was just talking to the designer, another Paula B, by the way, and I'll have her on eventually. But I want to just introduce you and tell us a little bit about this house and what we're doing to the house and why you all decided that this was a good one for people to live in.
Well, thank you, Paula. Again, love the opportunity in regards to being able to work on your team. Paula has been a blessing. So we found out about this house, and I came and looked at it, and had Paula on the phone as we walked through, went with the contractor through it, and it's a beautiful little patio style home. And we were like, oh my gosh, we could make this so stunning for a family, or maybe someone that's just retired and they're looking to downsize. And it's a great little neighborhood as well. And so we're just excited to see the change from this. It was time capsuled in the 80s, I feel like, with the finishings that were in there. So we're excited to bring it into 2025 and really make it stunning in regards to Paula's vision moving forward. So I'm excited to see what it looks like.
Thank you. And she was behind this and said, you got to get this. So I was like, write him a check, Shep. Let's go. Okay. So, and this is what will happen in your world, right? You'll have a team, you'll have trusted people, and you can do this yourself, right? That you can know what your model is. I'm going to help you with that, but I'm going to talk to you about my model, which is to create a affordable, stunning package in a great neighborhood, right? Who doesn't want to live in a great neighborhood? This neighborhood is amazing. It's beautiful. The house across the street is beautiful. The finishes of everybody's good. Lawn is pretty, all the things, right? This is a place where you feel like home when you drive in. In fact, my producer saw me a few minutes ago and he said to me, I like this neighborhood. So I got a good sign on. So let's walk through, and I have to be honest with you, I have not been in this house before, so this is a new experience for me too. I'm going to ask Beverly before the designer, who cannot jump on with us today. Usually our designer comes in and does like a FaceTime with us and looks through things, because she lives in Montana. So you don't have to live in the backyard of where you buy. We've said that before. And that's certainly not my model, but you can if you want to. We'll help you figure that out. But I live 4 hours from here. I drove up this morning. So I'm going to ask you to do a video, but we'll be talking too. So Paula will know that we're filming. Okay. So I've already fallen in one hole that we're filling in, and there's one right in front of me right here. So that'll be a good blooper shot if I fall in, but I'm not planning on it. So I'm going to go out and around, and we'll go into the house. And this is, again, my first time seeing this. I'm trusting my team, which is really important for you as you build a real estate business. Remember, I'm not about a one and done. I'm about you building a business. I'm about you having millions. I'm about you investing in a legacy and creating a legacy. And if you're going to do that, you have to build a business. And what is part of your growth at one point, it's not going to be initially, is a team. And you've got to have a team that you trust. You got to have a team that just works really well with you, is all in as much as you are, maybe more than you. And my team leader, Beverly, has been with me for a while through other things, right? She's taken over as the ops manager, so I'm really glad to. Okay, so I'm walking in. We've got, this is a one-car garage, or if it's two, right? We could get two in there. I just use it at one, right? Yeah. Okay, so we got the front door, and you guys are, oops. You guys are gonna, oh, we still got a wreath on the door. We'll see if we can reuse that, right, for staging. So walking in the front door, whoops, we got the workers here today, so we'll see what we do. Ooh, that is loud. So this house is in, like we said before, in demo mode. They're fixing drywall right now. This is the, of course, whoops, I'm leaving my cameraman behind. So this is the living room area, got gas logs in here, great footprint, putting in canned lights, opening this up as much as we can to the kitchen area. So we opened this wall as far as we can with a wall that is needed, so we have a kitchen space. We can't just tear down all the cabinets, right, in this house, and all the space in a kitchen. So we are reusing the cabinets in here because they are custom made. And so these finishes will tie this in and brighten this up, and we'll have canned lights and new lights and things like that in here. I'm pretty familiar with the footprint of this house because I've seen it before. Opening up into like a dining living room space here. This is back here becoming another bedroom. So we've added another bedroom onto this house, and right now this bedroom has beautiful access into this outdoor living area onto a porch. And we're also adding the ability, so you don't have to walk through somebody's bedroom to get on the porch. This will be a beautiful door, like a French door, that'll go out into the other living space, which is outside. And I apologize but this is a construction zone, guys. This is how it sounds, right? So we're gonna come back, like I said, in a couple of weeks and look through this. And this will be, what are we doing in here? Are we doing, what's going on? What's going on the floors in here? What are we doing? I don't remember.
Well, we have hardwoods there.
Okay.
All the way in that section. And so I think we originally said, going with carpet because of trying.
Yeah, one of the things that's really hard about hardwood floors is you totally love them, and you want to keep as much as you can that's reasonable. So in this kitchen and in this dining room are beautiful hardwood floors under there that we'll refinish. But if you put hardwood floors in another section, it's hard to match, especially when these hardwoods that are in here were created in the 80s and what we have now in the 225. So we don't like to do that because then it makes the house look choppy. So we've got to make a good flow in the house. So this will be a nice, reliable, wonderful, relaxing area that has some very high-end carpet in it, so we can keep the flow of the house. All right? So, oops, I'm walking fast. Got a master bedroom here. master suite. A nice bedroom, walk-in closet, which we'll finish out. And then this bathroom is the master bathroom. And one of the things that I love about redoing houses is making places in the house that's an oasis. And this bathroom is going to have a walk-in shower, like the rain shower, a soak tub, you know, the vanities for each person, all the things. So right now it's been demoed, and then, you know, we'll come back in and create everything's going back in. So I'm really excited about that. And the people that move in here, they've got their, like, you know, their beautiful doors to come out in the morning with all their things, right? Like, just beautiful, beautiful. So, and one of the things too that's going on in the housing industry right now is, you know, when I first started doing this, the bigger the house, the better, right? People wanted houses that were like 5,000 square feet, you know, 4,000 square feet. And there's still a segment that wants houses that size. But in general, people want a little bit of a smaller house. I'm not talking, well, even tiny houses are really popular right now. So some people like the little ones that are 500 square feet as long as it's functional, right? But right now, people, and you might check in on you and write a little note to us if this is you too. What size house do you like? But this is about, what is 1,700 square feet in this house? So this is just right? It's enough to get away from everybody. It's enough to have your oasis and your outside space, but it's not so big that you got to clean it and, you know, and maintain this, you know, big area. So we've got the master. Of course, we have, you know, where the washer dryer will go. Very easy. Got another bath in here. Now we're updating these doors and all the things in here, but this will be, you know, another jamb-in bathroom that's just beautiful. So, and then we also have another bedroom. So there's 3 bedrooms in this house. This is a nice bedroom here. Very sizable bedroom. And actually, you know, if you had a one owner in here, the owner could decide to take this bedroom and, you know, whatever they want to do. But this is a nice bedroom too, a nice bedroom. And then you've got your back one that's got its own privacy back here that we're just adding on. Okay. So that's the flow of the house. Got a little bit of the kitchen, just so you understand what is really popular right now is a flow in the house where it's open, right? Where people entertain and they've got, you know, a space to cook, of course. They want a nice space to cook something beautiful. So this will be, you know, opened up as best we can. We have, unfortunately, a wall here and fortunately of cabinets that we need to take care of, but this will have canned lights, so it's brighter, the paint will change, all the things. Certainly a different, no more chicken light. Yeah, right, no more chicken light. So if you didn't watch that chicken light, put me a note, let me know you like chickens or roosters or whatever. We might be dealing. And let me just walk out to this porch for just a minute and so as you can see, we've got a whole bunch of stuff going on at this house. This porch is going to basically be redone, this deck, if you will. It's not a porch, it's deck. And you've got also a fenced backyard, which is lovely for children, for dogs, you know, all the things. So, and you've got some good break trees so that you have your own sense of space and all of that. Now this space, of course, this house will be, you know, totally sparkling, so it'll be pressure washed and all the things. But yeah, so anything you want to add about this or any challenges that you want to note? Because we've had a few challenges, like we realized, oh, we're putting this extra bedroom on. How do you get to the porch?
Besides going through the bedroom.
We're not, and then we thought about making like a little hallway, and we're like, nah, that'll block up the house. So how can we do this? And so I think it was your idea to put a beautiful French door right there, just an entrance in and out to your third space. I always think of outside areas as another space for the house and want that to be just as warm and welcoming. That's why we work on making sure there's a nice deck. There's a good outside space. It's landscaped beautifully and all the things. And you could see as you were walking in that we're working on the landscaping right now. We've got landscaper outside, and we've got of course, the reno people. Now, these countertops in this kitchen, it will be stunning. We are, I think we're putting quartz in here, and we're trying to decide right now if we're going to put a farmhouse sink. What do you think? Farmhouse? Somebody tell me. What do you think? Farmhouse, or we could go, now they have these sinks that are kind of like stainless, but they're like the dark stainless, which looks very modern and kind of chicy. I'm kind of liking that, but
I think that was one we kind of narrowed it down to.
And where the microwave is, that's kind of dated. So those cabinets are coming out, and we're hoping to put a wood, one of those big hoods on there. We're hoping that we can get that worked out. So anyway, there'll be a beautiful hood there. So, but you got these good finishes already, and these hardwood cabinets that are already, beautifully crafted. They're handcrafted. So taking them out of here and putting in like a, contractor stock is just too sad, right? We've got to be able to use the beautiful hand-done stuff. So we'll update it for sure. Right now, the white and the greens and is all that, but we'll use some of the greens and different colors. This is not going to be an agreeable gray house. Agreeable, by the way, if you are, oh my gosh, if you are flipping right now, please listen to me. I do not want to see one more house that is white and gray. It's boring. It's outdated, even though it was in like even 5 years ago. Unless you have somebody that you already have as a buyer that just wants that, use some freaking color in the house. The greens are in, the blues are in, and have people just enjoy their space instead of this cold, green. I know you're about to say something.
Well, actually,
cold gray. I meant.
Just read from HGTV magazine last night, and green is the new neutral. So
yes,
that's those green palettes there.
Now, I don't love green everywhere, just personally, and so that. The buyer may or may not like that. So we won't use that everywhere, even though it's in, because what's in next week will be out, right? So you have to use.
They even said pink bathrooms were in, and we're like, no, we're taking those out.
I can't tell you how many pink ones we've laughed at and taken out. So I don't think we're going to do a pink bathroom, but the soak tubs will do. This, the walk-in showers with the rain, that's just timeless. Those beautiful. I just redid my bathroom at my house. I have a little beach house, and it is almost like a tiny home. It's not a very big home, and that I put a nice bathroom in my master. And the other day my sister came, and she's used to it. She's used my bath, and my sister said only the women are allowed in this bathroom, none of the guys, because her husband was there and all the things. And then there was something going on, and the other bathroom was being used, and her husband was like, I really got to go to the bathroom. Can I please? I was like, of course. That was my sister's rule. And he walked into the bathroom. He hadn't been in there before. He was like, it's really nice in here. I think I'm going to spend more time in this room. My sister was like, I knew it. But that's what you want to create. You want somebody to walk in, especially a master bathroom, and be like,
I want to take a bath in there.
I want to spend time in here, right? I mean, I don't want to just, use this utilitarian and get out, right? I want to enjoy it. I'm paying for the house, man. Let me enjoy my master space. So, okay, well, we're going to walk out of here while the noise, hopefully it's not overwhelming. I'm sure my producer will figure that out. But I can't wait to show you this in just a couple of weeks. Just a couple of weeks. Oh, I don't know if anybody wants to see the garage, but we do have you could squeeze 2 cars in there,
but most of the time when they say 2-car garage, it's usually one.
But it's got some storage in it. It's finished off. It's got, so that's nice, and that's cool. All right. So this is our project. Probably will come out next in the next 2 weeks. Just bought another one in Dallas, Texas. So we've got another nice neighborhood, and sight unseen bought it. Sight unseen. My contractor looked at it, bought it I got to go. I might be flying out there next weekend. We'll see. I don't know. I know I'm going the end of the month. So I guess the moral of the story is there's a few morals, right? There's one, you want to be, and this is a moral, it's be full of integrity. When you design a house, when you do a house, I don't want you to walk in and lipstick it. There's plenty of people that do lipstick a house that they want to flip, right?
We've seen plenty.
Oh yeah, and you, I mean, even hopefully the buyers can tell it too. Let me educate some of you buyers, right? If you go in there and you see this little tiny like vanity in a bathroom that doesn't like take up much space, lipstick, okay? If you see counters that are even Formica or not like granite or not, granite's great, quartz is great, but if you see something other than that, you know, lipstick, highly likely, okay? I want you as a person who invests in real estate and a real estate product to make something that is known, right? I think I shared this in another episode that I managed a project in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I did not flip the home. It wasn't one of my homes. And so the owner was involved in decisions about what was in that home, right? And the realtor, one of my friends, went in there to list this home, and his mother came along with him because people know the kind of style that we use, the kind of work that we use, and they always want to walk in the homes and be stunned by it because it is stunning. And so his mother was with him, and she said, "Oh, can I get out now? You know, you've taken your pictures. Can I go see this house?" And he said, "No, this is not a Paula Boland house." And it wasn't. We're going back today to take a list to make it a Paula Boland house but what the moral of this story is, we want you to have enough integrity. I want you to have enough integrity because your integrity sells. Your doing things right sells. And I've talked about this on other shows. You don't have to go all high end, but doing it right. That's why we have a designer on our team. That's why we educate ourselves all the time about what's going on. We go in other homes and look at what we like, right? You want to make a place that you would live in. Now, you don't have to go overboard. Like, say, if you love pink, everything, the whole house is pink because you love a Barbie house. That's not going to sell to everyone, right? So you got that balance between what sells, what people, generally the public wants, but also comfort, also a sense of space, also a sense of style, okay? And that's really important because you're not going to make the money over time if you don't do it with integrity. That's probably the biggest message I have. And then the other moral of the story is that you don't have to do everything in your backyard. Right? You can go where you can provide a good product in a good neighborhood and all the things, and I can teach you how to do that. I hope you come into my world. Hope you keep tuning in. Go share this with somebody. Like and subscribe. Even if you're, looking for a house, this is going to help you walk into houses and see what you want as well. Thank you.